Hello, friends. What's this so-called fun people keep having? And why aren't I included? That's the question I have for you tonight. Perhaps you'll arrive to provide an answer. I've been thinking about it, and having fun, well, I'm not sure I really exactly have fun. It's more like I'm either in a fun mood or I'm not. If I'm in a fun mood, then things are fun. If I'm not in a fun mood, then things are not fun. Which is why I've titled this stream so-called, quote-unquote, fun. Because that's what you're going to have here. You're not going to have actual fun. You're just going to have so-called fun. Basically, I'm just killing time till the UCLA game at 7. About an hour and a half from now. Considering salting and eating some fries that are over there. It's one of my possible plans for the evening.
That's not a bad idea. I'll do that if you'd like.
Put some salt in the fries? That'd be great. I had a pretty good day today. We had a pretty good day. We were gonna go on a little outing, and then we hit the freeway and realized, oh shit, holiday traffic's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And thereafter we constrained our outing to some errands instead. Basically, we went to a little store where we got some Rachel kind of stuff, some metaphysical supplies, and yeah, we went to the metaphysical supply store to get some metaphysical supplies. Naturally, that's going to include your magic rock of some kind. It's going to include your book on interpreting numbers, and also a nice little blank kind of journal diary book with just a bunch of blank pages in it, which is always nice to have around, Unlined paper. Sometimes it's nice to have unlined paper. Other times, it's nice to have lined paper. Whether this is one of the former or the latter times, that's a difficult question to answer.
What was I going to do again?
You were going to salt the fries.
Oh, salt.
That's your classic intuitive statement. Question, I mean. What was I going to do again? It's your classic intuitardation right there. So I was going to start the stream a long time ago, early this morning. Got it all set up. Got the title set up, got the thumb, description, monetization, the whole 9 yards, as they say. All 9 of them. And then guess what? Well, let me tell you what. I'm going to tell you right now. I got a thing from Google Calendar saying, don't forget you got to type in half an hour. And I was like, oh shit, I got to type in half an hour. And they did. It was fun. It was a private one, so you can't see it. It was private, like Peter didn't teach his genitals. Did you forget the salt again?
No, I put it on there.
Oh, okay. Have I written any books? Yeah, I've written a few books. If you're like one of the people into like book writing or something, books and words and stuff, yeah, I've written some books. Would you like a copy of The Orderly World of Grammar? That's one of the books I've written. Hello there, Jonathan Basanti. You're the one who called me last night, right? I've just been feeling, yeah. You know, had a general case of the meows. But today was pretty good. You think Jonathan Basanti's an ESFP, huh? Or perhaps you're referring to the comments chain. Comment thread. So, I had this whole sort of evening all scheduled out. Rachel and I went on our errands. We came back. We watched some cartoons that were enjoyable. And then we did what Scooby-Doo might refer to as the Rexual Intercourse. And I was like, great, time for the UCLA Gonzaga game. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for Gonzaga UCLA. It's 5:30, here we go. And then I look, and I see, oh no, the game's not till 7. What? What's going on here? What's going on here? That's a good question for anybody to ask in just about any context. It never will serve you wrong. If you just, in the middle of whatever's happening, if you just go, wait, hold on a minute, what's going on here? Yes, I have a book, Carlos Paiva, or whatever your name is, but I don't want to share it with people anymore because there's some wrong things. There's some wrong things in it, okay, that I don't like, and I don't want to share it anymore, I've decided. I was looking at it after the last time I shared it, and it was like, that's wrong, that's wrong. And so I don't really want to share it anymore. Because it's old and it's wrong now. Because I wrote it before I realized the whole agent, subject, object trilogy. I just sort of worked around it. I just sort of talked about subject objects and just ignored the fact that there's this third angle perspective that needs to be considered. I'd write things differently now, although it's like, it's not terribly wrong, it's just not all the way right. And in some instances, it's therefore wrong. Well, Jeff Shaw has the proverbial chip on his proverbial shoulder. And that's straight from Proverbs. That's Proverbs 10:21, 19, 17, 22. Book of St. John Paul. And he likes to defer in some sense in the moment, carrying some of that chip on his shoulder, I think, by attempting to confer some of the burden of that shoulder chip onto others by denying their ontology. That's my diagnosis. That's my diagnosis. I think it's exacerbated sometimes by the addition of spirits. Oh no, not the paranormal kind, no. I'm talking about the kind that they would have in this if it weren't O'Doul's. I've long since inferred that you're a conifer, Peter Dentici. I mean, Dentici. Speaking of spirits, I need to go to the refrigerator and get another non-spirited beer. I'll be right back. Hold your proverbial horses. We're working in Proverbs today. Did anyone lose hold of their proverbial horses? Do we have any wild horses running flagrantly around right now? Okay, so anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, I am a quitter. It's true. What Fate Wind says is absolutely 100% true. I'm a quitter. I'm an alcohol pansy, and I can't handle my alcohol. It's true. But I'm still living large because, how do you know you're living large? Because non-alcoholic beer is the same price as regular beer. So if you're drinking it, you're living large, because beer's expensive, you know. And you know what? It's been fantastic. This whole sobriety thing, it's been A++ great eBayer. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to write that kind of a glowing review. To celebrate sobriety, let's pull a bong rip together, shall we? Because nothing celebrates sobriety like a fresh, refreshing bong rip of Claiborne Gold Cuts Wintergreen Supreme. Oh yeah. You are living large tonight, Eric. You got tops over there in a box, some fries with some salt added on, ready to eat them. You got your St. Pauli's Girl NA, non-alcoholic. You got your sobriety celebratory bong riff here. Here we go. A little cloggy. Cheers to you, sobriety. Cheers to you. You may have noticed I got a new bong. I love beer. There are certain times when there's just nothing like the taste of a nice cold beer, right? It's good stuff. But and the great thing is, it's like there's not any other kind of alcoholic beverage that you can get a alcohol-free version of it, you know. But beer, non-alcoholic beer often tastes very, very much like beer. So it's quite satisfying. I went years without drinking any non-alcoholic beer after I quit drinking on the grounds that I thought it was dangerous, like maybe gateway me to actual beer or something. But eventually I'm like, nah, that's just silly. So anyway, yeah, the new bong. Well, here's the deal. My old bong was broken for a long time. But it was still, I could make it work. Basically, I had to hold this, right? I had to hold this in place in the old bong. And then Rachel, the other day, did her normal thing, which is why I've written my best-selling, New York Times best-selling book, So You've Married a Bong Breaker, Now What? And she broke yet another bong. Like, when Rachel breaks it, she doesn't break it half-assedly, okay? She, like, it's broken, there's no salvaging the shit. So, we had to go get new bongs, and while we were getting her new bong, I thought I'd get a new bong as well. Mine is very masculine, because I'm the man in the relationship. And Rachel's is very feminine, because she's the woman in the relationship. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not FI curious, because I am. I'm FI curious. It would be wrong to call me exclusively TI sexual. I'm FI curious. I like a little emotion in our sexual intercourse. Hi, Lady Foxwolf. Hi to you. So, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm a little FI curious. Yeah, you said it enough times. Just the actual exact amount enough. If you said it only 2 times, it would have been like, hey, where's the third? Because I'm FI curious. Sometimes I just like to be arbitrary and just go with my feelings. And that's okay, you know? You don't have to have a good reason for everything in life. Sometimes I can just want you to say hi 3 times for no reason, and that's fine. That's what it means to be FI curious. It's like, I didn't used to be FI curious. I used to say things to my women like, you need to stop using your emotions. That's the problem here. You need to stop having emotional feelings and things. I said, I'm not like that anymore. I'm much more open-minded. I'm FI curious. So if any of you would like to share any insights about FI, I'm curious to hear them. Yeah. It's true, I'm a little curious about FI. Because you know what? I've noted I'm very much a slave to my feelings. It depends on very much my mood, how I am, what I say, what I think, meh. You know? I'm a pretty moody fellow. Now, I'm not such a moody fellow that I would listen to the Moody Blues. No. Not that moody. Hi, Zandy. It's wonderful to see you. You know, one of the wonderful things I love about Zandy is she always brings along with her a suitcase full of emojis. Cheerful ones, too. Not emojis of people vomiting and such. I was and these days contradict each other. Dungas? Dungas? You meant dung. Oh. Hold on, let me check. Is she hurting my feelings? Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Ow. Hey, hold on. I just checked. It turns out, Lady Foxwolf, that you're hurting my feelings. How does one become FI curious? Well, the first thing to think you should do is this. You should say to yourself, what am I feeling inside my heart right now? What am I really feeling? You should say that first of all, okay? It's okay, Lady Foxwolf. We're all FI in this together. Okay? Flow state, welcome. We segued a little bit away from fun into being FI curious. Are you a little FI curious? Do you sometimes wonder what it would be like to just go with what you feel? Just trust the moisture in your tenderest bucket of saline. There's a tender bucket of saline called my emotions. It's a tender bucket of saline inside my heart. No, not that kind of feeling, Jonathan Basanti. Rainbows and unicorns are a fantastic FI contribution to us. We have great reason to appreciate it. Oh, we've segued from fun, Clubby and P. That was long ago. You're way too late to be talking about the main topic of a thing still. I see. You know what's the best thing to rub a tender with? Panko bread crumb. That's right. If you're going to get chicken tenders frozen from the store, may I recommend the panko breaded ones. My spirit animal is the strutting cock, sometimes referred to as the rooster. You're not really PewDiePie. Yeah. Is that an FI answer to the question, what's my spirit animal? A strutting cock. You always come off as a troll, you wonder why. Well, first of all, you've crossed out the first word in your name. That's a sure giveaway. You're self-negating. You're conflicted against yourself. You're sure to bring trouble. You're a rabble-rouser. A ne'er-do-well and a no-good-nick. It's clear right off the bat. Oh, that's just NE. Okay. What's my spirit animal? I would say it's kind of like a happy seal. I feel kind of like a seal right now anyway. Kind of like I've got flappy arms and a big body. Well, PewDiePie 666. Who's kicking out Flow State? OMG, it's Cloud. Where are the introverts today? There's one. It's Octavio Silva. Octavio Silva is a bear. A big, big bear, 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 bear. A big bear in a circle square. Octavio Silva's a bear. I feel fat and flappy today. Like this. What? That's how I feel today. But see, I think my spirit animal changes from day to day, moment to moment, hour to hour. Time for a bong rip. Good suggestion there, Clubby P. You know what makes it an especially good suggestion? That's right. I'm going to share with you a wholehearted brand endorsement here for Claiborne's Gold Cuts Winter Green Supreme. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. This stuff is the BUMBUOMB. The bomb. Eric, I showed my friend Lich your Stabbing Everyone song, and they want to know if you're obsessed. If I'm obsessed? And they want you to know they're obsessed. Oh, that's wonderful. That's fantastic to hear. Thank you for sharing that with me. it's weird. It's like I couldn't help but read that as critical somehow. Like, I want to know if you're some sort of crazy obsessed person or something. You know, it clearly doesn't say that. It just goes to show you. It is not an overuse of the word supreme to call that wintergreen supreme. You took the black pill. Oh no, that was cyanide. You shouldn't have taken that one. At night before I go to bed, I often do take the blue pill, which is to say, I take 2 Tylenol PMs, and they help me go to sleep. Oh yes, I do have a Stabbing Everyone song. I'll share it with you right now. Boom, buddy, diddy, diddy, do, 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 do. Let's see. View full playlist. Here we go. Copy link address. Put it over here and put it over there, and then you'll be done a square, square, square. Here it is. Best 41 seconds of your life. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa and Moshi Moshi. How you doing today? Hello, aloha, aloha. Black pills matter. It's a good one. It's a good one, Clubby and B. I'm liking that. It's funny jokes. Want to give me ideas on how to prove your credibility for your English paper you're writing about me? I wish I could. I mean, I do have credibility in, like, debate, but you could go back to, like, the national tournaments back to the years when Kudos was winning them, and you'd see my name there as, like, head coach, and you'd see it next to things like School of Excellence Award. You know, those things are significant in debate, but I don't know how you prove my credibility. Prove my credibility by saying his arguments sustain better than alternatives, and that's why he's more credible. He rejects the notion of credibility on heuristics like letters after your name or some other bullshit. And I would suggest that, given that's one of his core tenets, that you allow me to move forward under different auspices in this instance and trust your own capacity as the grader, judger, teacher, whatever, to evaluate the strength of the argumentation. Depends what kind of teacher you got, you know. If you got a TI teacher, they're not going to have a problem with that. If you don't, if you got a TE teacher, then why are you wasting your time in the class anyway? Sorry to dismiss all of TE. I don't really mean that about TE. TE's not terrible. Are you going to be Freak Island tonight? I don't know what Freak Island is. Andrea Holmquist says that my spirit animal is more avian in nature, Big Bird, flappy, and friendly. Yeah, Big Bird's not a bad choice for tonight, too. Big Bird has a similar quality to a seal, I think. I'm picturing a seal on land, not really a seal in the water. And Big Bird similarly, being on land is kind of awkward for on land. But I gotta say this. There is a quality of a thing that you can only call snuffleupagus, okay? And the quality of snuffleupagus is the quality of always disappearing anytime somebody else tries to show you to somebody else. So like, if this beer had the quality of snuffleupagusing, then I'd say, here, let me show you this beer. And as soon as I turn the camera to it, I'd be like, wait, where did it go? It disappeared. Then it would have the quality of snuffleupagusing. Eric, your name on Urban Dictionary definition is very tall and sexy. Wow. That is... It just goes to show you how little... how little looks matter for a man. If you're a man, you can look like anything. As long as you have the right attitude or something, right? Like, hey, I'm manly. Don't fuck with my truck. Hey, don't be fucking with my truck. That's a panty dropper right there. That one will drop panties all across the country. Well, okay, Ann, I just showed you. Okay, Ann? Are you fucking with my truck? Don't tell me you be fucking with my truck. I think case closed. Point made. Point set match, as they say in tennis. Hole in uno, as they say in Mexican golf. Right on the nosotros, as they say in Spanish idioms. Spanishly mistransliterated idioms. Spanishly mistranslated idioms is the title of my next book, in which I discuss the expression "hay demasiado chupacabras en este pueblo." Great length. It's my thesis. It's my doctoral thesis. I bet I could do it. Oh, Carlos, don't even go there, Holmes. No. You're gonna make me move my arms like this. And if that's not intimidating, I don't know what is. Some people say it's air hugs, but no. This is just masculine posturing of a very intimidating sort. Love means nothing in tennis and everything in life. That's beautiful, Peter Ntichi. Yes, I'd be happy to play some songs for you. I'm just killing time till the UCLA game, like I said. I'm not feeling very motivated. This morning's typing was great. It was absolutely great. You know, the guy was really sweet. He said a lot of nice things at the end about me compared to other typologists that he went to, I guess you could say. And he was an INFJ. It was pretty clear cut to me, but other people, I guess, didn't necessarily type him that way. Anyway, private client, you know, doesn't want to publish anything, so you're not going to get to see it. But it was fun. It was rewarding. It put me in a good state of mind for the day. It made me feel like, hey, I'm useful. I'm not just a completely lazy sloth, like I often feel. It's a good suggestion, PewDiePie666. What is wrong with me lately? Seems like I'm not smoking enough pot. I know, I've got a good solution. I'll increase the amount of pot I'm smoking. I want to show you this shit, if you can see it. It's so orange. Let me try and make the light more, like, yeah. See how orange this shit is? This is called, like peach peach something. I don't know. Peach something. Oh, this is dense. This is dense, Clubby ENTP. You're silly. This is a full bong rip. You watch. It looks small, but this is a full bong rip. And I've got big lungs, okay? So don't be trying to tell me you're going to outlung me. I'll tell you one man who's outlunged me before. Spacey. Spacey outlungs me. He's got a hell of a pair of lungs on him. No, that was pretty good stuff. That's the second grade. I got 3 grades of weed here right now. It's just kind of flowery. It does taste kind of like peaches, and they have this display case, or they have all the weeds they sell. A little example of it that you can look at. You can't smell it anymore. Because of COVID rules or whatever. Well, I do need more than one bong rip, but I'm saying that's the right size for a single bong rip. Maybe it was a little small. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to deny that it didn't require my full lung capacity, obviously. I had extra room to breathe afterwards, so I'm going to have to concede in this battle here. Clubby NTP, you were right, and I was wrong. About weed, which is a fact that I am deeply, deeply ashamed about. But sometimes shit happens in life, you know. Don't let it go to your head, kid. Let's see if I got the sizing right on this one. No, you said question mark, no takesy backsies. To which god or goddess are we sacrificing them? Do I have to throw them into a volcano? Do I have to personally throw all 5,000 dolphins into a volcano? Because that's going to be heavy lifting. I gotta tell you, I'm not sure I can physically do it. That's the problem here. If we're talking about a volcano toss sacrifice, as all good sacrifices do include a volcano toss, I just don't think I physically could toss 5,000 dolphins into a volcano, even if it was really something I wanted to do. I just need to lift with my flippers. Okay. I'll try that next time. I will try that. Sometimes life is fun and funny, and other times it's boring and meow. Have anybody else noticed this before? That sometimes life is fun and funny, while other times it's boring and meow. So true. These statements I make, they're so true. Okay, but Cloud, what you've neglected to do is include the mandatory volcano component in your hypothetical question. Your question cannot proceed without a compulsory volcano component. You should know that by now. We should all know that. Yeah, pretty deep, right, Jonathan Vissanti? Pretty deep. And it just goes to show you that sometimes you don't say much, and that can really say a lot. And that really says something. Yep. Wise words. 1 minute is not instant, Cloud. God, that's not even close to instant. That's a full minute longer than instant. I told you, I says. We are going to Visalia. Instant death in 48 hours. Or do you mean instant death 1 minute from now? Will you stop talking about death? It's depressing. God, you're already causing problems. You're like a thorn inside of a thistle, inside of a burr, stuck in the side of my car. You know? Oh, well, that's his real name. That's his real name. I can tell. That's the real Cloud. Dulles points out something, though, that sort of supports Cloud's position on this. Instant oatmeal does take 1 minute. And thus defining instant as 1 minute. So I guess, wow, this has been a bad stream. First I have to admit to ENTP Club that he was right about marijuana. Then I have to admit to Cloud that he was right about anything at all? Oh my God. It's a nightmare unbeknownst to me heretofore. Cloud was right about instant lasting 1 minute, and Club ENTP was right that my bong rip was too small. What is becoming of me? Where has my wisdom fled to? To whence has it fled? From whence? From whence did it emerge, and to where has it fled, I guess you'd say. People don't attain statuses of morally gray or morally pure. I don't think, really. No. I knocked it out eating a sandwich. Oh, wait, hold on, I forgot. That's not my story. So, there's this polar bear attacking Rachel. And I went up and I jumped in front of his claw. As right as I was about to scratch her in half. And I blocked it with this tooth. That's how I lost my tooth. I was chewing on a soft sandwich. I was taking a bite into a Subway sandwich and it just broke. It wasn't even, No, I don't do any Coke. I've never been into Coke. I just have a Coca-Cola. In which case, I am very much into Coca-Cola. This, in fact, was a cherry Coke earlier. That was just that gross melted ice water. You know, the water that's left with when your ice melts after you finished all the soda. No, it was a polar bear. It was either a polar bear or a Subway sandwich. One of those stories is true. No, Jonathan, no. It was not a panda. One of my two stories is true, and one of my two stories is a lie. You decide, okay? It was either saving Rachel from a polar bear attack, or it was biting into a Subway sandwich. Of which there was nothing even hard inside of it. So, you know. It's not like I bit something like a walnut or something. Look, I don't usually go around buying walnuts. You know what, PewDiePie 666, that's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. Okay, Dulles, there is a third possibility. Half of each of the stories could be true. It could be a polar bear attack inside of a Subway shop. I could have defended against the polar bear attack, but with the sandwich in my mouth, the polar bear actually hit the sandwich, and it was that broke my tooth. And so I was kind of lying when I said it was the polar bear that broke my tooth, because indirectly by hitting the sandwich. It works great as a cigarette holder, actually. Cloud. Why do you talk about the kind of thing that's gonna get people in trouble with YouTube, right? I know you mean it as a joke or whatever, but I don't want you to get me in trouble with YouTube. This is empty. It's as empty as Cloud's head, which is to say it has a teeny little bit of gas left in it. Right. Carlos, that's good reasoning, my friend. Carlos Paiva, you just demonstrated some excellent reasoning. If we want to know what's more likely to have happened, ask yourself this. What's more likely to break a tooth off? A soft sandwich or a polar bear claw? Clearly the latter, therefore the latter is the more likely explanation to be true. Fortunately, I got to spare one of these babies right here, you know? Whereas Cloud has no spare head. So, not sure what to do about that. This is a strange stream, you say, huh? With every argument being ripped apart, you can gaze into the reflectory gold tooth. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a gold tooth. You know, an old guy like me with an old gold tooth I could probably pull it off a lot better than any young person could, you know, if you think about it. Jonathan Bassanti brings out a very interesting other possible explanation. Another way to combine the two stories is maybe it was a polar bear sandwich, which either could be like polar bear meat between bread, or it could be me getting humped from either side by two polar bears. That could be the meat in the polar bear sandwich. Hopefully they're turned opposite, or else I don't know where this front guy's going. Influenza, have you got the strain? No, I haven't. Gonna make it rain. No, I can't because I'm too poor. So I'll make it rain in store. I won't make it rain instead. I'll play a few songs. That'll keep me occupied until it's time for the exciting basketball game that I'm going to watch at 7 o'clock. Which, if you're not aware already, if you're not watching it, number 1 versus number 2, UCLA versus Gonzaga. What? Yes. Early season, big game matchup featuring a Los Angeles home team. Not my LA team, really. I'm an SC fan, but still, I like UCLA better than, say, DePaul. Like, who likes DePaul? Nobody, right? Any DePaul fans here? I bet you there are no DePaul fans here. Nobody likes DePaul. People sometimes like Xavier. Butler's become a popular choice, but nobody likes DePaul. Nobody's DePaul fan. Nobody likes Villanova neither. Nobody's a DePaul fan. Nobody likes any kind of wheezing after breath of a former Big East. But don't forget about William and Mary. It's a college over there. It's kind of like Vassar and kind of like Brown, kind of round and square. Yes, it's Vassar's smaller cousin to the northeast. maybe? I don't know. I don't know, Jake on Adventure Time. I know this, though. I don't have any PewDiePie related song, I'm sorry. If only I had a song about PewDiePie, then I'd be a much more popular guy. Then I'd have a reason to live and say hooray, hooray today. But I don't. It was 100,000 million years ago. Time ran slow. Nobody at the show. Place the slabs below. Let them go. They will start to grow. More years ensue. Tears gnashing through. Holy slabs come to view. Unchangingly true and eternally new. But when the slope appears in charge today, options at large show other ways. Give each a chance now. One's quick to check, but don't get caught standing on deck. The slope presents a fork, not easy stopping short. Too far along to turn around. Perhaps a better course is headed ever north. Now there's a thinner force, enemy ground. It was 100,000 million years ago. Time ran slow. Nobody had to show. Place the slabs below. Let them go. They will start to grow. More years ensue. Tears gnashing through. Holy slabs come to view. Unchangingly true and eternally new. Though when the slope appears in charge today, options at large show other ways. Give each a chance now. One quick to check, but don't get caught standing on deck. The slope presents a fork. It's not easy stopping short. Too far along to turn around. Perhaps the better course is headed ever north. Now there's a fitter force, enemy ground. It was 100,000 million years ago. Playing the guitar not on amphetamines? What? That's crazy talk. Yeah, well, sometimes it has to happen, I suppose. But you prefer playing the guitar on amphetamines. Well, I know I do. It's true. It's true. But it's still fun to play it not on amphetamines sometimes. Yeah, it is kind of surprisingly satisfying, actually. It's like, hey, not so bad. Set list, Bobette list. I've heard the call and I shall answer it for Agave Weatherman. You're living on a time frame I will never know. Alienation and humanity's soul. Imagine you a future after the collapse, returning to the urgency of isolated past. Picturing community free of metaphysics, hunting buffalo, picking red delicious. Hours of the seasons, wisdoms of old. Fires blazing in the night to keep away the cold. Hostility is kept at bay by what you think is in the way of life as children of the land, with an agave weatherman. Imagining a history never could have been. You lecture at the college, advancement is a sin. Lamenting disconnection and every corporate act, asserting all your feelings and ignoring all the facts. Hostility is kept at bay by what you think is in the way of life as children of the land, with an agave weatherman. You find maternity just so visualize nobility sipping on some port, or tribes of peaceful savages in beautiful comport. A few of history's people ever thusly did cavort, 'cause life was solitary, nasty, brutish, poor, and short. Hostility is kept at bay, hostility is kept at bay by what you think is in the way, what you think is in the way. Life as children of the land, with an agave weatherman, with an agave weatherman. Well, there was that song. Thank you for listening to it, if you did. Here's another song. Oh well, he's pucker tart, lemon squeeze, the friendliest guy that you will see. Yes, he wants to be your friend, but he comes from around the bend, and it will be a while till he sees you again. He's pucker tart, lemon squeeze, he's a friend to you and me. He's international delight's favorite go-to right-hand guy. He's international like him, and he's also busy like his friend Beaver Bee. Busiest creature, busy as a bee, busy as a beaver, and so much busier than pucker tart, lemon squeeze. Well, he's pucker tart, lemon squeeze, shabba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-doo-da. Pucker tart, lemon squeeze, shabba-doo-ba-day. Well, he's pucker tart, lemon squeeze, shabba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-doo-da. Pucker tart, lemon squeeze, shabba-doo-ba-day. And if you go to visit him for starts, remember to bring something sour or tart. He's not a fan of sugary treats, because he's pucker tart and not pucker sweet. Well, he's pucker tart, lemon squeeze, the friendliest guy that you will see. Yes, he wants to be your friend, but he comes from around the bend, and it will be a while till he sees you again. Okay, now I'm going to play another song that I like to play. It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. The day is nearly done. Can someone buy us some more time? Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA, cloud and sort of evangelist, but I have something to say, 'cause life can strangely be forgiving to those who stay awake all night, and mostly voices say to give in and try to sap your will to fight. But whether I'm supposed to be here or just be super goddamn noise is sort of based on what I see here, and also on what I've heard. It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. The day is nearly done. Will someone buy us some more time? Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA. I'm no sort of evangelist, but I have something to say, This is bugging me, this rattly rattle thing. I need to put another high E string on the guitar. Okay, that's enough guitar. Thank you for listening to my guitar playing. If you listened to it, I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Hey, thanks, Lich. You're the B-M-B-M-B-M-B-M-B-O-M-B. You're the bomb. Appreciate that. You're a wonderful human being. And Zandy as well. I see your rose bestowance. I note it and forwarded acknowledgement and say thank you to you as well. So I'm not going to play any G.G. Allen, but I appreciate the request. Somebody did request G.G. Allen? That's funny. If anybody who's a mod is here and wants to do a little spanking, feel that needs to be done, feel free to do so. I mean, it's like, I think that's very, very interesting or something. I don't know. Okay, thanks for being here, everybody. I love you all with my emotional heart. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese and rock and roll forever and ever. Amen. Praise the Lord and ever.